The meltdowns are continuing, and we've got a double whammy here. Not only do we have Doctor Strange screenwriter C. Robert Cargill, but we've also got an editor for the satire website Hard Drive completely and utterly melting down after getting caught engaging in illegal hiring practices. Roll this up over at fandompulse.com. You can find the link in the description below where you can become a subscriber. This is where I am doing all of my work moving forward. I highly recommend that you become a paid subscriber and help support us in bringing you the truth of what is happening in the world of entertainment, video games, movies, television, books, and more. So over on Blue Sky, Matt Fresh, who is this editor right here, that's him. He's an editor and writer at Hard Drive. He tore his mask off after he made a public call to hire more women, so-called transgender and LGBTQ individuals for the outlet, and he just completely and utterly melted down, accusing people on X of being bad German people, accusing people that are part of the Gamergate movement of being bad German people, and encouraging them to off themselves. But this is how we got to that point. So we have this guy, C. Robert Cargill. He is the screenwriter for the first Doctor Strange movie. And he wrote this: "To my fellow dude creatives, the war on women people said wasn't happening is effing happening out in the open, excuse me. The culture war is raging, but we are the culture. Follow women creatives, promote women, produce their work, hire them for your projects and rooms. Women can't win this one alone." So I have no clue what this guy is actually talking about. I'm not sure exactly what war on women he is saying. Maybe he is talking about people wanting to protect innocent babies and children from women butchering them. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Because that's the only thing I'm seeing is people trying to protect the most innocent people from getting slaughtered. Anyways, just sick stuff here. These people are gaslighting, absolute gaslighting right here, saying that there is a war on women when it's literally people trying to protect innocents from getting slaughtered by women and men encouraging women to do that slaughtering. And then the doctors that are doing it as well. The doctors, they're not doctors, they're butchers. Anyway, so Matt Fresh responded to this saying, "We're always looking for new writers at Hard Drive, and specifically, I'd love to get more female, trans, and LGBT writers on board that can write funny articles that speak to those groups' experiences in gaming, entertainment, and online culture. So pitch if you're funny." So clearly, he is engaging in illegal hiring practices, wanting to hire based on identity, specifically based on sex right there, wanting to hire females, want to get more females. And we see this across the board, right? Been talking about this for the better part of this year for sure, but we've seen this going back multiple years with the Walt Disney Company, Marvel Studios, etc. They all have these hiring policies. Amazon, all the big movie studios have these illegal hiring practices that have been going on way too long. And I hope with Donald Trump now back in the White House that he will actually have the Department of Justice investigate all of these policies and put a stop to them, because they are not only immoral, but they are wrong and illegal. But so that is what Matt Fresh said in the beginning. A couple of minutes later, he then attacked anyone participating in Gamergate. He says because Grum's got a hold of his comments here and exposed him. I'll actually just skip down here. This is what Grum's posted. He says popular gaming parody site Hard Drive is now engaging in unlawful hiring practices, focusing on female, trans, and LGBTQ plus writers. Editor Matt Fresh believes everyone on X is a Nazi and has deleted all his posts here. If you've been following Hard Drive, you should know about how it is completely dominated by wokies. Vote accordingly with your clicks and wallets. So specifically, he shared this one post here from Fresh over on Blue Sky, and he said this: "I don't want people on here that care more about follower count than meaningful engagement. They're part of what ruined Twitter even before the Nazis showed up." So he thinks that a significant number of people are Nazis and they are over on Twitter. It's probably basically anyone that disagrees with anything he believes politically. Probably specifically the fact that people don't want other people murdering innocent children. It's probably a big one there. And then obviously he also posted a screenshot of him announcing that he was deleting all his posts on X. The screenshot that I just showed you about his illegal hiring practices, and then a screenshot of hard drive's account on X. So after Grums posted that, Fresh reacted and he said this: I've been made aware that Gamergate losers have seen my posts here and shared it with Grums on Twitter. So hopefully they see this as well and share it with him. You are worthless human beings. You don't have lives worth living. You are, in fact, Nazis, and you should kill yourselves. Just absolutely unhinged, complete and total meltdown. Just clearly has some kind of trauma that has affected him in his life. He's lashing out. He's raging against it. Who knows what that trauma is? Maybe, I don't know. I don't even want to speculate, but he clearly has some kind of trauma, something that is significantly wounding him to make him lash out at people he has never even met, never likely engaged with before, and has no clue who they are. But he is going to say that you're worthless human beings. You don't have lives worth living for. You are, in fact, Nazis, and you should kill yourself. That is absolutely not true. Every human being, even our enemies, even the people that hate us, even people like Matt Fresh, are not worthless. They have inherent dignity. He's made in the image and likeness of God. You have a life worth living for. We are created for a purpose. Sometimes we don't know what that is. Sometimes it takes us a little bit longer to figure it out. Sometimes we do figure it out. But we do all have a purpose. God made us for a reason. We are not Nazis. It's just utterly ridiculous. And we should pray for this guy. We should pray for this guy. I will pray for him after this video, and pray that God softens his heart, that he realizes what he has done is wrong, that he repents, and he changes his life. Because this is a person who is clearly very angry, very upset, likely upset at himself for whatever reason, or has some kind of trauma, and he is lashing out at it. Because these are not the comments of someone who is at peace and at calm with themselves and the world around them. But nevertheless, he continued on his unhinged rant, obviously sharing a picture of Indiana Jones punching a Nazi, indicating his own, seemingly wanting to, seemingly trying to express his own violent tendencies here. That's how I'm interpreting that. He didn't stop there, though. He then claimed that right-wingers, of which many are Christian, lack empathy and introspection. He wrote this: a lot of people think that conservatives cannot make good art, but that's just not true. Clint Eastwood made great films. Mel Gibson made great films. John Ford made great films. Great art is born from empathy and introspection. It's just that most right-wingers lack those qualities completely. Remember, this is the guy who was just writing this, saying people are worthless human beings. You don't have lives worth living for. You are, in fact, Nazis, and you should kill yourselves. This is the guy now lecturing us on not having empathy and introspection. Literally cannot make this stuff up. Anytime they are accusing you of something, they are the ones guilty of it. The 3 laws of the SJW: lie, double down, project. You see it right here again with Matt Fresh. I mean, literally cannot make this stuff up. We have to oppose these people because they haven't repented. They are absolutely unhinged. They are encouraging other people to do vile, evil things. And we have to absolutely say no to this. We have to speak up, reject what they're doing. We have to call out the evil that they are doing as well. And as I said, oppose that evil. And we are doing that. It's very simple to do that. We obviously, as Grum says, vote accordingly with your clicks and wallets. We do not need to be giving any traffic to hard drive anymore. We don't need to be going to their website at all. I don't think that's really hard to do. I've seen some of their stuff come up. It doesn't really appeal to me. It's not really that funny. I don't really find it that entertaining either. So it's not hard to say, no, not going to do that anymore. And just not click their website whatsoever. So they will not have any ad revenue, because I assume they're funded by ad revenue. So very easy to do there. And we've been doing this. We have been doing this throughout the year. Just look at all of the massive wins that we've had. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Concord, Dragon Age the Veilguard, Star Wars Outlaws, Tales of Kinzera-Zao, Unknown 9, Awakening. The list goes on and on and on. We can go back to the year before. We can look at Saints Row, etc. We are closing our wallets. We are not buying these games that are being created by people that hate us, that are infected by the woke mind virus, that have not repented, that have not changed their lives. We are not purchasing their products that they are making. And those products, as we see with Dragon Age the Veilguard, usually involve massive amounts of political lectures and humiliation ritual. And we are just not going to be participating in that anymore at all. So that is what is going on with Matt Fresh. The meltdowns are not stopping. We've got the Doctor Strange screenwriter. We've got Matt Fresh here. We just talked about the Ghost of Tsushima guy. I mean, it goes on and on and on. These people are showing us who they truly are. And they've been trying to hide this for a long time. Many of them had already exposed themselves in the past. But now we're seeing more and more of these people kind of just out themselves about just how hateful they are and how much they hate us. And we are not going to be supporting people that hate us. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know what you make of what Matt Fresh had to say here in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other. And I definitely want to be charitable to this guy, but that doesn't mean we don't call out his bad behavior and what he is doing, because we always speak the truth.